went to Costco and I was looking for some seafood. I found these massive lobsters and I couldn't resist. The price for these two were about $60, which is about the price that I would pay for 4 steaks from Costco. This is like a turkey wing tail. Look at that. The most time-consuming part of this process is prepping the lobsters. Now, I've done several lobster tails over the years, nothing this large before. However, I feel pretty comfortable despite my face. That facial reaction is more of just, it's pretty overwhelming. You do need to be gentle so that you don't break the lobster meat. I'm trying to pop the shell after I cut it with my scissors over the top of the shell, and then I'm gently trying to remove the meat from that shell. This thing is huge. Okay. The one thing you will notice through this process as the video goes on is that I start out with the lobsters remaining in the shell. And at the time, I did not think this through when it came to doing the sous vide. Now, typically, this is how I would present my lobster if I'm broiling or baking my lobster, which is typically the process I do is doing my lobsters in the oven. I don't normally sous vide. This is the first time I'm sous videing. After I salt these and season them and put butter and get them ready, you could easily just put them in the oven about 375 and let them bake for about 10 minutes and it'll be delicious. And then I do turn on my broil feature on low after I dose it with some butter and then grill it under my broiler. Next, I'm getting my items for my butter. I'm going to make a garlic lemon butter to go over the lobster. It's at this point that I realize that I can't put this shell in the sous vide bag and have it cooked this way. So I need to remove the meat, but I want to save the shell. It makes for a pretty presentation. Whoa. I'm shocked in this moment. I've never seen anything like this. No idea. This is crazy. I didn't know. Oh my goodness. Thinking back on it, obviously there has to be some sort of muscle to make those wings or fins, or I don't know what those things are called, to have the tail, move itself in the ocean. So I'll wait 45 minutes and then we'll see how it works. And after that, I will put it back into the lobster shell and then I will stick it in the oven and I will broil it on low. I will also season it again with some smoked paprika for some color, and then I will stick it in the oven. Now, you can do it on your big oven, or if you have like a little one of these ovens, then do that. I've done it both ways. This larger lobster, I don't know how big it is. It might be harder to do it in that small little oven. So I'm gonna go with my big oven. Because I'm a little concerned about putting my cooked lobster back on top of this shell, I'm going to turn the oven on and I'm going to bake off the lobster shell just to make sure and get all the rawness out. And I will put some olive oil on it. It's probably really not that necessary to do the olive oil, but this is just me wanting to make sure it tastes right. Get my little brush it in. Get the garlic. No, this can be done ahead of time, which I'm gonna wait because it shouldn't take that long. Maybe 5 minutes. I did buy the Costco minced garlic. Normally, I like my fresh garlic. However, because I was doing a lot of garlic, I just wanted ease. The 2 tablespoons probably of minced garlic, it's not that overpowering. If it was fresh garlic, it'd be a little bit stronger. Olive oil, some salt. And if you like Old Bay, and smoked paprika. And a little bit of parsley. And a little bit of onion. Ooh. Eee. Looks so good. I would have liked to broil these lobsters a little bit longer than I did. You don't always know how quickly your oven will broil. I could have done it on a higher temperature, but I like to do on a low temperature just to make sure I don't burn anything, because I can get distracted. The lemon and the onion that I had marinating with, or sous vide with the lobster, I'm just putting them on the pans. I thought they would be easy to get a little charred, possibly, when I was broiling it. That didn't really happen. I thought they looked fantastic. It wasn't until later on I definitely could have basted it with some more butter and put it under the broil for at least 5 more minutes. My family was very happy with the meal and it was very delicious. Would I sous vide again? Yes, I definitely would sous vide again. But if you don't want to go through that effort or don't have a sous vide, I think just going for the oven is perfectly fine and delicious. Thank you for watching, and I hope you have a great day.